let's move to the grammar part now. Your tense, your word should fit in like with your entire sentence as well as the tense of your entire passage. Like, I mean, it should correspond with the line preceding it and the line succeeding it. Your tense can be simple present, present continuous, present perfect. It can be simple past, past continuous, past perfect. It can be simple future, future continuous, future perfect, future perfect continuous as well, present perfect continuous as well, past perfect continuous as well. Do not panic if you are confused between two. Like in your mind, just put in one option after the other as if you were sharing the incident, like as it is written in the passage, with your friend or your parents, and you will most probably get your answer. But not be careless about it just because it is carrying half marks. Half marks, like how is half marks going to cost me, right? Like half marks cannot determine my future. No, your half marks will cost you in the long run. Like, say out of 4 you get 3.5, and you feel that if I get 75, it's gonna be anyhow 75.5, and it's going to be rounded off to 76. But what if in your composition on your letter the teacher has already deducted another half? So what could have been 76 has been reduced to 75. So don't go into much complications. Whatever you feel is the answer at the first go, like stick to it. And if at all you feel that no, I am reading this out and it is not sounding quite appropriate to me, so then you can change your answer, but do not make it much complicated. Simple answers are expected by the board. If you feel that you are like not much confident about your tense and also your prepositions, so strenuous practice in like throughout the next 1 month is going to help you a lot. You still have 1 month, don't worry. Prepositions, definitely practice makes, like, your prepositions perfect. Like not always perfect, but yeah, remember that in case of prepositions more than one answer can be correct, but it also depends on the marking scheme of the board. So if you're a regular reader even of your curriculum textbooks, they're used to regularly conversing with in English, it will be helpful. But then again, we make common mistakes in our everyday usage of preposition. In that case, of course, practice and one look at any like at some reputed and authentic grammar book is going to help at this point. Say Renan Mantin to be the your first choice, okay, and go through the previous year questions. Important. But what I would say is that whatever you are solving, the previous year questions or the sample papers or even the material which I will be uploading, you should refer to your teacher for your answers and not refer to any like book or even Google up the answer, because I still believe while breathing in a world of ChatGPT and AI that your teacher is the most knowledgeable person like you will ever come across. So it's better to get a clarification from your teachers, as they will provide you with the most authentic answers. As okay, so I will be uploading phrasal verbs and quite a lot of prepositions which I had practiced, and I'm sure that they will go like they're going to help you. And like say very like it is very common to get confused between like groups of prepositions like since, for, from. Since, like since morning, it has been raining since morning, that is going to like denote the time period, like something which has been going on from the past to the present. Since morning denoting the time period since when it has been going on from the past and it's still continuing in the present. For denoting a duration, for the past 2 days, it has been raining incessantly for the past 2 days. For, not since, not from Friday, when it is having mentioning a starting point from Friday. So there are a lot of like groups of prepositions in English language which we all are bound to get confused with. Okay, so your question number 3, which is of joining the sentence, not think that any error is a typing error. The error which you feel is a typing error is actually an error in the option. So you are having options, that makes it easy, so you are just going to have a look like, yeah, I think that like else, the word else will be used somewhere. Oh, this is having the word else, so I'm going to just take it off. No, go through the entire question properly, understand its meaning, comprehend your meaning. Like, understanding is the most important thing in case of any subject. Comprehend the meaning, go through every option one by one, use cancellation method or whatever. Don't like get too overexcited as chalo options to hai, ye mil gaya. Like, no, do not. Use your conjunctions very meticulously, and even one small comma can make a lot of difference. Like you feel that there is comma, it might have been typing error, so I think this is the right answer, let me take it. But that is not the right answer, my friend. This is another mistake which I made during my school exam, and most probably I didn't repeat the mistake in my like board exam. So again, in your transformation of sentences, you are having options, but not get overexcited. Okay, remember those few basic things. Like the instruction will be provided to you in the bracket following the like statement, but no sooner than, hardly when, lest should, so that, to. Now some general pointers. Follow the sequence of the questions as it is given in the question paper. Like you already have the answers of question 6 prepared, like in your mind, when you are utilizing your reading time for, like, marking those answers in your mind, and you already have more or less the options of two of those exercises in your paper. So that can be done in just 10 minutes at the very end. Your, like, the writing section and comprehension needs you to think and write, so go for them in the beginning. Abide by the order, the sequence of the questions given in the question paper. Like, the composition is given in the beginning for a reason, so that you can start with your writing, and then the writing part is the most hectic part, and it is containing 20 marks, so that needs to be done. And you will, like, notice this: once you are done with 20 marks, you will be much relieved, and you can go on to solving your, like, other parts, other exercises with like a clear mind. So, you know lastly, some basic things which I think everyone should know. Like, these are gathered from myself as well as my experience of observing others. Firstly, your examiner does care about impression. Make sure your paper appears presentable and your handwriting is legible. So even if the examiner is having a bad day, he or she is not going to strike out your answer unnecessarily. Like, not everyone has a beautiful handwriting, and you don't have to write in calligraphy in your exam paper, but make sure that your words can be read. You are not making any spelling error, you are not making any grammatical error. Like, yes, if you cannot answer any, okay, I said this previously, mind mapping is must. I repeat once again, it increases your impressional value, okay? And mind mapping should be before your composition and your later. Stay calm and composed. If you get anxious unnecessarily, it will just affect your flow of writing. So do you want that adverse consequence for yourself? No, you don't. And English language is your first paper, and it is very normal to feel anxious on the first day, but keep your anxiety outside the exam hall. Before you enter the exam hall, make sure that you have shed yourself of every kind of anxiety and overthinking. I still remember my first day, like English language paper, of course. I was feeling nauseous under tremendous burden of exam anxiety, but like, anyway, I entered the hall with a light heart and a clear mind, and I wrote from the core of my heart. Focus on your paper, your preparation, your vocabulary, your format, your questions, and your answers. Do not use unfair means. Do not use unfair means, and do not even help anyone use unfair means, because in that way you are advocating unfair means. Be selfish. Be selfish. You are not authorized to help anyone or take any help from anyone. Whatever marks you are getting should be solid marks. Like, those marks are hard earned by you only, not the contribution of anyone else, even if it is just a fill in the blanks of half marks. No, that one mark you give away to someone is not going to benefit you in any way, and your classmate is not going to lend you one mark if you get stuck at 69 and cannot pull up the, like, boundary line beyond 70. And that one mark you take away from someone is not your own contribution. Will you ever be able to, like, hold yourself accountable for that one mark? No, never. एंड जो जैसा चाहे चीटिंग करे, हॉल कलेक्शन करे, होम सेंटर है करेंगे, हॉल कलेक्शन करे, चीट्स लाए, वट एवर, तुम्हें फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता. तुम अपने पेपर पे फोकस करोगे. डू नॉट गेट डिस्ट्रैक्टेड. ओके, दिस अप्लाइज टू ऑल योर सब्जेक्ट्स. You know you have given your best, you have prepared your best, and under no circumstances will you lose your hope. Do not lose hope. You can do it, and you will do it. So this was it for this video. I think it's a pretty long video, and I don't know how many of you are watching this so far, but make sure to check the materials in the description, and you might share this video with your classmates if you want to help them. But then again, if you want to follow my policy, do not share with them. Keep this. Okay, so I hope I was able to be helpful in some way or the other, and I hope, like, you will be able to give your best. I'm pretty sure you are going to give your best on, like, when again, 18th February, you are going to give your best. I'm pretty sure about that. So all the best, and I will try my best to help if anyone is having any kind of doubt, since again I said I'm having the fresh first hand experience. Anyway, please like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do. With love, debosmita.